Hey everyone, welcome to the channel and thanks for stopping by. Today we're going to be talking about a new track released by a rapper called IDK featuring Pusha T. Before we get into it, I do want to apologize. I think I lied to everyone. In what is my, I think 2 videos now after this video, I stated that my next video would be an album tour, a vinyl tour. Stack of records behind me, but that means my next video is going to be a vinyl tour video. I have not gotten around to that. I was not expecting A$AP Rocky's single to release and then this IDK track. So hopefully my next video will be a vinyl tour. No promises. Now, if you're not familiar with IDK, he's a London-born rapper who grew up in Maryland, and his name IDK actually stands for Ignorantly Delivering Knowledge. He has a pretty high output in terms of his discography. He's been putting out a project every single year since 2015, except for in 2024. Now, the song we're going to be talking about today is called LiFE for a Life, and it's the 4th single off his upcoming mixtape, ETDS, which stands for Even the Devil Smiles. This track features Pusha T, and this is actually the 2nd time that IDK and Pusha T have collabed on a track together. They previously worked on IDK's 2019 song called Porno. This track is produced by Kaytranada, and IDK recently said in an interview that when he was making this song, he specifically had Pusha T in mind as a feature. I wish this was the norm when it comes to writing a song with that you know is going to have a feature on it, because it really results in some of the greatest chemistry between the artists and makes for a very memorable feature where they really complement each other. And this track is a perfect example of that. So getting into the actual track, it's 3 minutes long. It's a haunting, hypnotic trap beat with a piano loop that really sells it on that haunting, dark mood. It's fairly slow paced with a booming bass. If you're listening to this in a car or maybe with your headphones or earbuds on, the kick drums really make it feel like your heartbeat is starting to adjust to sync with the beat. I'm not sure if most people get that feeling when listening to music. I think the most common occurrence of it for me personally is when I'm listening to live music. I just get that feeling in my stomach and my heart starts feeling like it's trying to adjust to match the kick drums. The piano loop and the synths used on this track create a very watery feel to the sound, while the snare drum and the hi-hats or the trap drums add a crispness to it that really works well. Of course, there's great verses from both IDK and Pusha T, and there's a pretty catchy chorus in my opinion. The track is littered with aggressive, bold, and clever lyrics where the subject matter and delivery perfectly match the mood of the track. Both artists really have such great verses. Here's some of my favorite lines from IDK's verse. One including, fuck a double back, coming back thrice, coming back 3 times, 4 times 5 equals 20 on his head, guaranteed to leave him dead. And another one, the problem is change ain't enough to pay the bills, so for what the ice worth, they gonna leave your body chill. And Pusha T, of course, really came through with some of my favorite lines being, there's no dry eyes after drive-bys, knocking buju, bonton, boom, bye-bye, you pussies miscounting all them 9 lives. Really, Pusha T's whole verse is incredible on this track, and it makes sense considering that IDK even said he received the verse from Pusha T shortly before Let God Sort Him Out was released. So he was writing this and recording it during the time that he was probably just finishing up with Let God Sort Him Out. But overall, I think this is a great track. I think I might even like it better than the Punk Rocky track that recently came out too, that I also did a video on. Feel free to check that out. But that's about all I had to say on this track, LiFE for Life by IDK featuring Pusha T. I definitely recommend you check it out. But thanks for sticking around. I appreciate you watching until the end, and we'll see you next time.